Tap, tap, tap in. 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 Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know how this can be. There's a little bit of delay. Let me see how we're going to work this thing out. I see how the devil want to work on today. It's okay. It's all right. Let me see how we can work this thing out. I got a plan. You know, StreamYard don't like you to go late. So I don't know if you can hear me because there's a delay. And I'm like, why I've been having technical difficulties lately? I'm not sure. Like, look, like what is happening here, Jesus? I'm like, Father, really, Father? But it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna do a test because I'm really concerned that something's going on that's funky. And what's crazy is that I might have to go out and come in because I don't want to do nothing halfway. You deserve better than that. And so with that being said, got to get a backup plan, right? We talked about that not too long ago, a while ago, a couple of weeks ago, about distractions and how they can just come up and they can really, really, really just totally knock you off your game. You know, when we're not prepared and things of that nature. And it's kind of like, okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm not really prepared, but I'm going to get prepared. I got a backup plan. Will that backup plan work? I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. And so while you sitting here and you guys are just kind of hopefully watching, I don't know, listening, there's some issues going on technically. So I'm like, what's really good? So I'm about to try to do a like I said, a backup plan. And I hate that you won't be able to really get the gist of this. And I'm like, I don't want to, you know what? I got an idea. I got another idea. I don't know if I can enter the studio this way. We about to see. This is probably me. Allow mic and camera. Let me pause y'all over here. I'm having technical difficulties. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Jervis, if you're still there, Jervis, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me because I'm having some technical issues with my family. And this flies on my nerve too. It's summertime, but what we gonna think? So I don't know. I need my buddy, my mentor, to tell me if he's still out there, if you can hear me, because I want to do this correct. I don't want to be in here talking halfway. Like, we just not doing that. And, we have to do things as correctly as we can, as humanly possible, of course, within reason. But I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. And I don't have my phone with me, so I can't even tap in. But can you guys hear me? That's what I need to know. Can you hear me? I'm going to put that in the chat. I'm like, no, Jesus, why? I'm like, no, why? Right? I ain't going to quit. You know we're not doing that. But definitely don't want to cheat you guys. Oh, that's all me. That's look. I tried that. Oh, that's all TT. Several people. It's like the Gemini spirit. Okay, so I think I'm going to move on trying to get us going and create another broadcast because I don't think you guys can hear me. And I'm very sad. I want to do that. Yeah, let me try that. That just might work. I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Oh, you hear me? Yay, Jervis. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're going to try to do this. Jervis, thank you. Because everything was freezing on my side. I'm like, Jesus, what's happening here, Father God? Okay, so let me try to play this video again. Okay, because I feel like in the spirit of we all got next. All right, there's a delay. I can see the little delay right now. But we're going to see if this is going to work. Okay, so I had opened up in with my tap in. But you tapped in. Okay, so we're good to go there. So I want to play this song, Got Next, because I feel like we got next. And then we're going to kick off the show, Move in Silence, right? I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it, but I really feel in my spirit that we have next. If you believe it, you can achieve it. That's how I feel. So let's see. If it's not going to play, I'm not going to even do Beth and Swifty like that, but we're going to see it because I feel like we got next. Okay, so we not doing that. That is a funky song, and I love that song, and I believe we got next. I feel like perhaps we need to just jump on in this thing, right? Whether you can swim or not, that's my song too, Jervis. I know, like, I don't know, but we're going to just get into this party. I'm not going to hold you long. You know how our pastors say that in church, but they really be holding us long. But it be so good. You be like, I'm here for it, but I don't want to do that to y'all on this Tap In Tuesday. I want you guys. It was playing clear to you? Dang, so it wasn't skipping, Jervis? It was going smooth? Because if you say it's going smooth, I'm about to play it. It'll just be skipping over here from what I'm looking at. But I don't want to give any discredit to Beth on her song featuring Swifty. Like, it's all of that in a bag of chips. Oh, you said nope? Okay, bet. I'm about to do it again. Boom. Thank you. See, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to my mentor, Jarvis Canty. Okay, let me go. Let me put it on. Because I feel like we got next. Now what? Here we go.
I got this phone from my dad. Baby, I'ma stand up on it. Ain't nothing gonna make me move. A legacy left for me. Baby, I'ma walk up on it. 'Cause I know what I gotta do. They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next. They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next. Once I put this shit on lock, don't try to take it away, because you're gonna lose. You think I'm soft when I'm not. Don't you underestimate, 'cause you're gonna be the fool. Oh. They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next. They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next.
Now this is our time. Y'all had a chance to shine, and we'll be cutting y'all in front of that line. You either out or you riding. My homie right beside me with a hustling persona and a crown full of diamonds. Climbing these charts and you ain't stopping a profit. She staying on fire like the back of a damn rocket. We in total control, cold as the North Pole, busting these flows. It's our time to blow, so just know.
They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next. They may be on right now, but somehow, trust me, I got next. They may be on right
that song. I love that song. Not only because it's Beth and my husband, but I am loving that song because of the meaning behind it. I got next. And I really feel that many of us as entrepreneurs, we really feel that. But let me pause. Let's table that. We feel like we got next. But sometimes we don't move like we got next. Which brings me to the hot topic tonight, move in silence. I agree, Jervis. Tonight we're going to talk about 5 points of moving in silence. 1, protecting your privacy. Okay. 2, protecting your dreams. We all have goals, aspirations, ambitions, and dreams, right? 3, finding your tribe. Like I can say Jervis is in the same tribe I'm in. I could say Swifty and Beth, they're in the same tribe I'm in. And when I say that, I'll explain that. We're in a certain type of tribe, right? Aligned with we got next and whatever it is we're working on, whatever it is we're doing, whatever it is we're seeking, right? Number 4, we're going to mind our own business. As one of my coworkers said, mind the business that pays you, sir, ma'am. Well, I say sir, ma'am, but she says mind the business to pay you. When I first heard that, I didn't really know, like, what does that mean? It was cute and catchy. But I've applied it, as we all do with things we hear, where we want to apply it. And the last one is the glow up silently. It all comes with moving in silence. Now, I'm going to share a couple of little things here. If I may, if you don't mind. So I thought these were some cute little sayings that I'm going to share with you guys here. Let's talk about this one. Work in silence and let them sleep on you. The noise from your success will wake them up in due time. And that's per Tony Gaskins. Okay? So we're going to let you just look at that for a moment. Work in silence, ladies and gentlemen, and let them sleep on you. The noise from your success will wake them up in due time. What does that mean? We can apply that wherever we see fit, however we want to utilize that. We can apply it because a lot of times we are great at what we do. Some people don't feel there's enough room for everybody to get what it is they seek. So then you got the people with the pretty, beautiful green eyes, but we call them jaded-eyed people, right? Because for some reason, and I really don't want to bother myself by trying to figure out why people feel that way. Because if you think about it, at the end of the day, there's enough room for all of us. Now, I can say that wholeheartedly, and I'll give you a prime example. And I'm not just saying this because my mentor is on here, my podcast mentor is on here, but let me share this with you. So prior to Tap In Tuesday, Marriage Monday coming to live stream, I was all Anchor.fm, Spotify. Okay. Very proud to be, of course. And I had the pleasure of interviewing Jervis. And then I had the extreme pleasure of being a guest on Jervis and Canty and Friends. Jervis, Canty and Friends show. And when we were done, I felt so vibrant. It was just like, dang, I really enjoyed that. Like, I thought to myself prior to getting the phone call, I thought to myself, oh my God, I want to do that one day. Like, I want to be able to sit and actually interview people where they interact with people and the world can be able to open up a door of asking questions and seeking answers that they can't get on an everyday journey, right? The average day journey, you're not going to be able to look up and see someone you admire or you respect for what they do and ask them direct questions. So this platform called podcasting, whether it's visual or it's virtual, face-to-face, whatever it looks like, talk show, radio, whatever, it gives you that opportunity for one, for people to connect, for two, for people to have the opportunity to be motivated, encouraged, and empowered. Jervis gave me a call after our interview when I was a guest on his show, and he was like, you're great at that. You should really think about doing visuals. Now, let me table that, pause it there. Who really got me into podcasting was Courtney Benjamin. I've been working and rocking with Courtney Benjamin and Christina Benjamin since 2011, since they started the label Benjamin Entertainment Group. And we have a running joke that I hired myself as an artist assistant, right? I hired myself to the label, right? I was like, I'm going to work for y'all. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to provide this service, blah, 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 blah. And there's like, yeah. So I remember Christina was the very first artist. I'm going to always be, that's my first artist, always. When she goes out and she's doing her thing for music, I'm going to always be there. But it was just like, okay, we went through, learned, encouraged, motivated when they started podcasting. Some of you don't even know, may not know, you might know. Some of you don't know that they podcast. And so Courtney had told me during one of our label meetings that I should think about podcasting. And I was like, okay. I said, I don't know anything about it. And I have to be honest. I'm very transparent, but I'm very honest. I was scared. So I was like, yeah, I learned about, I have to do. He was like, what if I could teach you how to do it? I said, yeah, but then I'm going to need some money and he said, what if I could teach you how to do it and show you how you can do it for free? Now, we like free stuff, right? And so this is all during a label meeting. See, selfless act. While we're on label time, he took time out to pour into me, right? Long and short, he got me started with Anchor.fm. He got me on the path where I was able to jump on Google Podcasts. Spotify, Breakers. There's several other ones, WordPress. There's several other platforms, right? And all right there. Back to Jervis. So now I'm meeting with Jervis. We're talking on the phone, and I'm nervous because I'm thinking like, Jervis is a pro at this. Like, this is what you do. Like, I just be like audio, right? And I've had some amazing guests. Oh my God, God has blessed me to have some amazing guests. I've been able to interview iconic people that's from the D, that's from on the other side of the earth. And I've been blessed, and people give me their time. And, you're going to get those no's. But what I've learned along this journey, not just podcasting, but being in the industry, the entertainment industry, is you're going to get a lot of no's. And you're going to cry a lot of nights because of the no's, right? But what I've learned is that some of those no's, I learned the hard way or kind of tough way, not hard, but tough, that every no isn't a bad no. And every yes is not a great yes. Some yeses, I wish that they would have told me no. When I look back at the journey, like, oh my God, I wish they would have told me no, because I was so persistent. One thing about me is I'm persistent, right? And I have a vision, right? And I want to grow, and I'm always looking for that pathway that's going to lead me towards greater things. I don't mind helping my fellow man and woman along the journey with me, or helping to add bricks to their vision to help build their empire. But I still have a mission for myself. And I think that's where we get lost sometimes. We're on a mission for ourselves, like we're supposed to be. And then we get sidetracked. We get distracted, right? Moving on. I told Jervis, I was like, oh, I got to, I don't know. He was like, listen, I will walk you through it. I will teach you. And I was on the phone like, wow, okay. I never had the pleasure of working directly with Jervis, but always saw him in the circle in which we fraternize and we politic and we network. And I thought like, wow, he want to mentor me. Wow. Humbled. I felt like, my God, like I always feel that way when somebody wants to take a chance on me, or they see something in me that I don't see in myself, because often more than not, y'all, we don't see the greatness inside ourselves. We don't. We are so busy looking at everybody else greatness and giving them attributes and giving them their roses, as people would say. But we don't look in the mirror and say, you great too. I'm all right? Here's a point, and I'm going to keep on moving. I don't want to digress. So I saw something where I could have nominated myself for something. And then I thought about somebody I thought that was way much more worthier. Not putting myself down, but somebody who is a giver. I'm a giver. But this person that I nominated for something, I thought like, oh, yeah, this person deserves that. If I can nominate somebody, I'm like, there's so many great people in my life I'm so grateful for. But this one particular person, always ready to put you on point, like get your life together, Go on and cry, but you're not staying there. We're not going to the sunken place on today, and let's move forward. And so it was like one of those. I looked at that and I could compare it to how Jervis made me feel. Like I got it down, what I'm doing, but let me help you. And that I felt was a selfless act. And that's why you see Tap In Tuesdays with TT from the D, because of my mentor for podcasting, which is Jervis. So anyway, we're talking about the glow up silently, right? Okay, so let's talk about protecting your privacy. Okay. Your relationships, your business ships, partnerships. A lot of time you cannot put out what you're doing and how you're doing it, with whom you're doing it in social media and or in circles in which you fraternize. You see it on social media. So I'm not about to say something that's like, oh my God, TT came up with something awesome. Like, oh my God, never heard that before. You're going to say, I hear that quite often, is that everybody ain't happy for your success. There are people that, well, why you get to do that? I've been doing this longer than you. I don't understand. Why you got to? And it's like, why you can't just be happy for people as they grow? Now, what I would love to see us do as people, because let's be clear, we are spirits having a human experience. I would love to see us extend a hand to your fellow sister and brother. I would love to see that without a hidden agenda attached to it. Because I also don't appreciate people to do this. Well, I'll let you borrow that microphone when you ain't had no microphone. If it wasn't for me, nobody would have heard your little voice. But now I asked you to use your ring light and you acted, it's like, wow, so you did that. So collateral. So I did this for you. Let me keep note. Oh, you ain't going to do this for me? Remember when it's kind of like, even if you feel that way, you don't have to put it into the atmosphere. Because it looks like you did it only because of what you can get in the future or what you already know you need or want, because you got that already stored up. Like you got, as if that's your books. You doing favors on a book like you locked up. And it's like, okay, well, this is on my book. So when I need, I can just take from it. And that's not right. There's a lot that we can do for one another, as well as better ourselves, if we can stay focused and protect our privacy. Because everybody ain't happy for your grow up, your glow up, or whatever we want to craftily say. We're not ready for it. And some people silently hate. Let me jump in these comments for a second. Jervis, I thank God he connected us with those like-minded that drives us. Amen to that. I love my Benjamins. Me too. They are family. I really did it by trial and error myself. I'm grateful for the no's. Hallelujah. We got to share our knowledge when we get it. Selfish not to be. I get you. I'm so guilty of that. Me too. I love you, TT. You're amazing. Ditto, brother. Ditto. And he said, facts. Do your alms in secret. God rewards you openly. That's why I don't talk about what I do for other people. Now, let me tell you something I read. I don't know if I got this. Thank you for sharing that, Jervis. You on point with that. You do got to break it down. What does do your alms in secret? I've never heard that. So if you can break that down for me and others, because I'm sure I'm not the only one, that would be great. Let me share something else why Jervis might be putting that in the chat for us. There's another one. Here's one. I was quiet, but I was not blind. Let me say that again. I was quiet, but I was not blind. How many of y'all, and it's rhetorical, because there's several platforms you could be watching this show on, so I wouldn't be able to, hear everybody or see everybody. But how many times have you witnessed something and you couldn't believe what your eyes saw, yet you felt it in your spirit, you felt it in your heart, you might even been offended, and it's kind of like, but you moved silently, and you had to make a decision. Am I going to keep letting these people or that person manipulate or mislead or monopolize my skills, my time, or my craft? Craft and skills. You could say, oh, they're one and the same. It's one and the same, but it's not. Okay. Let me Pause there. Do your good deeds in secret and yeah, you're right. I like that, Jervis. You're right. You're right. A lot of times, and I'm sure you're like this too, I do things for others and I don't say, because it's not about that. It would contradict what I just said. I don't like when people do. I do things because I want to. Let's be clear on that. And sometimes I'll do things because my heart, like, dang. And then I'll say, I find myself saying this, and I'm working on this, because this ain't what I want to do. Lord Jesus, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. When people wrong me, right? But I'm like, okay, TT, you can keep saying that, but if people keep doing it, they may think that it's okay to do that to you, or it's okay to behave a certain way, and it's not. It's not. One of my favorite scenes from one of my favorite movies, Enough, with Jennifer Lopez in it, is when her husband hit her in one of these scenes, right? It was a domestic violence type of movie, but still one of my favorite movies, because in the end, she had the Tina Turner spirit and she got with him. But anyway, in that one scene, he hit her and she was just like, and he was like, what? I can't hit you? She said, no, you cannot. And he punched her. He down slapped her, right? And it was just like, and I'm like, just like that, when you've had enough, like the movie said, when you have enough, when you ain't taking it no more, and you decide, not today, that's when you move on. You stop making excuses on why people do the things they do. But what I've also learned along this beautiful thing we call life journey is that a lot of times people tend to do the same things to people along their journey, because people either they exit stage left, right? Production talk. They leave, they walk off, and they don't say nothing, moving in silence. Like, you know what? But they're joining you. By the time you get this letter, I'll be gone, no matter right or wrong, right? So I try to work on my actions, and I look at people, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I've gotten to a very mature age of myself, and I'm like, I don't really got to do that. I don't got to give the benefit of the doubt all the time. And if I give the benefit of the doubt once or twice, I'm not going to continue to give the benefit of the doubt, because what it looks like and appears is that I've made it okay for whatever the action or the lack of action has warranted and fell in my lap. So I have to look at things and re-examine things, because I'm careful. You don't want to make hasty decisions. You don't want to leave situations and break up partnerships and things like that unless you're very clear on why you're walking away. So when that person or those people, that group, that partner, the team, whatever that looks like, comes and says, why did you leave? Or why did you ghost us? Or whatever we say. Because of this situation, blah, 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 blah. Well, okay, no, hold on. And then there was this situation, blah, 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 blah. They're going to try to intercede. Okay, hold on. And then there was that situation. You would hope to yourself that they would not try to make up another reason on why, because what they should be seeing is that you did this to me and why? Like, that wasn't cool. All right. Oh, you did that to me and why? And that wasn't cool. And then you did that to me and why? And that wasn't cool. Maybe they will see a pattern of wrongness in their actions and change who they are. But unfortunately, for some, and probably most people that do that, it's all about themselves, right? So that's when we go back to, we got to protect our privacy, right? Everything ain't for everybody. Your partnerships, your connections and things like that. We're excited about what we're doing, and we should be, ladies and gentlemen. When you are rising and you know you've cried and prayed and prayed and cried, right? You've had some good days, some not so good days, some tough times, some rough times, some beautiful times. You want to share that. Why can't we? Why shouldn't we? Some people will look at it and be like, they think they are that. Well, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, he think he all that. She thinks she all that, because they are all that. Arrogance, humbleness, confidence, 3 different roles, similar meanings. Learn your meaning. Where do you fit in when you're talking about what you've done, your accolades? There's nothing wrong with it. Building your empire. I salute every man and woman, boy and girl with a dream and a vision, because it's your right. It's your birthright to have it. It's your right to live it. You got a purpose attached to you, like the hair to your head, unless you chose to cut it off, shave it off. You have a right to do whatever it is you see that makes you happy. If you don't do something because you're worried about what other people's going to think, or what other people's going to do, or what they're doing around the corner, what they're doing behind your back, what they're doing in front of you, then you will never live the full potential of your life. And you will quietly be moving in silence, yet you've been silenced. And there's a difference. Are you moving in silence, or have you been silenced? Pause on that, table that, do what you like with that. Okay, so move on. Protecting your dreams, right? Protecting your dreams. When we think about our dreams, it's kind of like, for me, I've always loved being in the entertainment field. I've been in entertainment for real, since I was 11 years old, thanks to my mother, who was a hard momager. Okay, my mom was a hard momager, but she was consistent. She was dedicated. She believed, she saw, and she pushed us to our limit. You know, when you know you're okay, you're good, it's like, yeah, but you could be better. She taught me how to sharpen my iron before I even knew anything about sharpening iron and iron sharpening iron. I knew nothing about that at 11 years old, but as I got older, I went from, my mother realized I could dance, so I was a modern dancer. Then I turned into a hip hop dancer. Then I turned into a background singer, right? I had all these different groups, but my love is when I'm on stage and I'm dancing. I love to dance. I love it. I love it. I'm retired from it, but I always say, let the right opportunity come. I'll come out of retirement for the right opportunity. But because I love it. I love the stage. And then I tapped into acting. I tapped into choreographing. Then I started teaching. And it was just like, you could have told me I was going to become a choreographer, teaching at one of the most popular dance studios in Oakland County years ago. You could have told me that. And that's something a fun fact, people probably don't even know about me. Why? Because I did that in silence, right? I met two amazing women by being a hip hop choreographer in the suburbs, right? And I went on to do something because my destiny was actually attached to the journey that we founded when I was a choreographer. See, your gift will make room for you. Let me remind you on that. Your gift will make room for you. It will fit like a puzzle without you even know you're trying to put it together. It just clicks. It just fits. But jumping ahead to number 3, you got to find your tribe. You got to find your tribe. So let me protect our dreams. Let me share this. People have limited ability to see what you see, and they can discourage you by what they didn't see in themselves or what they see in you that they wish they saw in themselves. You have to be careful, right? That goes back to number 1, protecting your privacy, but also protecting your dreams. It goes like a combination, right? You get 2 for 1. Then well-meaning people will filter your dreams with their failures and disappointments. What I like to say is that in my experience, if I'm telling something that might not be what you want to hear, I'm not going to water it down. I'm not going to blow smoke up your butt, because I want you to be able to take my word for what it is. If you come to me for advice or direction, I'm not going to tell you nothing wrong. I'm not going to tell you something that's going to benefit me to sabotage you. I don't get down like that. I don't function like that, and I don't like people like that. Okay? I really don't. And when I see people taking advantage of people, I've been taken advantage of. I see people to this day try to take advantage of me. And I'm thinking, like, really? After who I am and what I do, in the light in which I do, that's how we gonna be? So then when I'm gone, when I'm walking away and I'm doing other things, all you can think is like, dang, it was good to have her on my team. It was cool to rock with her. Because people can't say anything bad about who I am as an entrepreneur or as a person. And I say that humbly. I don't say that like I'm arrogant, like, oh yeah. I don't rub people the wrong way. At least I don't think I do. And if I do, it's not on purpose. It's not with intention. It's not intentional. It could be like we like fire and ice. We just don't mix, right? Oil and water. We just don't mix. But I'm about my business. That's one thing anybody I work with can say. I'm about my business. If we got deadlines, I'm all about meeting them deadlines. If we have a vision, I'm all about, and especially if it's not my vision, if it's your vision, I want to help your vision manifest to reality. That's my goal. If you hire me for whatever role I'm going to do, that's the vision. Let me pause and go here. I had a wonderful, wonderful conversation with someone today. Never met the person in person, but communication. Seen work, person was legitimate, a legitimate company, right? Did some things, whatever, connected. Thought my opportunity had passed me by. I got a no from this person. It wasn't a bad no, like, it wasn't that kind of no. It's like, okay, we're going to move in this direction, but okay, great job. It's like, okay. And I was disappointed. Like, dang, maybe I didn't do well enough, or maybe I didn't go hard enough, or maybe I didn't do this, or what did I do wrong, or maybe I didn't dress right, or maybe I didn't do this, maybe I wasn't loud enough, maybe I didn't, you question yourself, like, maybe I didn't do this. You get a checklist and you beat yourself up. But then it just makes you say, I'm going to do better the next time I get an opportunity. Well, I talked to this person on today, and it made my whole day, because I just had a really very violating thing happen to me last night. Somebody took my purse from Walmart last night with all my ID in it, the cash on hand, grocery money, driver license. I thought my CPL was in there. A real good friend of mine asked me if I had my girlfriend in there. Normally I would have my girlfriend in there if I don't got it on my person, but I didn't have it in there. I had it on my person, right? So it was kind of like everything was manifesting. And I was like, why, what? And whomever. I said, Jesus, Holy Father, why? I cried. I ain't going to bed till after 3:30 this morning. I cried. I prayed. I cried. I beat myself up like I made a bad choice. Why did I do this? Then you know how Satan do? He start showing you other things that ain't going on right in your life. So I'm laying in the bed quietly, like crying, just mad. I woke up this morning, my eyes was red and swollen. Like I had my blood pressure was high. And I'm sure it was elevated. And it was just like, I'm thinking like, there's got to be a lesson. That's all I kept telling myself. Lord, what's the lesson? Besides when he tells you something and we ignore it. Like something told me to switch my wristlet purse to my crossbody bag. But I didn't. I said, I'm just running up here to get this from my mother. I'm going to be in and out. It's all good. And just like that, somebody walked off with my purse with all my cards, every credit card I have, right? ID, right? Everything, money, my new makeup brushes in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a woman. Like, what? But it was just like, for real. It was just like, I felt violated. I felt disrespected. And I said to myself, who in the Lifetime Special would do that? And what made it so bad, I said, maybe they took it and they won't do nothing. But you know what them sapsuckers did? They tried to use my cards last night. Boom, boom, boom. Thank God that the activity was suspicious. While I was on the phone trying to cancel one of the cards, it happened to be the company. It was like, oh, wow, we just see an alert. Then I get a phone alert. Did you try to change your PIN? No. What? And I'm sitting like, they're moving faster than me. So I had all these thoughts today. And I kept saying, God, it's got to be a lesson. Where's the silver lining, Lord? Because I don't see it. And shout out to my coworkers who just are amazing. Shout out to people who reached out to me, texted me, inboxed me, just all that. I love y'all all for that. Just the love, the concern, the genuine. See, there's a difference in I want to know what happened, then I want to know what happened so you got something to gossip about. Like, what? But it was hurtful. But moving on, coming back, because I digress. Moving on, coming back, I talked to this person. And what the no was ended up giving me a yes, and it could possibly be an abundance of yeses. And all I could do was look up at God and say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Now I'm moving in silent with this situation, right? I'm moving silent with it. And that's what sparked tonight's topic, moving silence. Because I was like, while all these things are happening, silently things can be happening in your good. While you're going through a storm, you're going through. You heard the word through. Hallelujah. When you're going through, you don't know what's on the other side. It could be more storms, right? You walking into another storm, but you got through this one. So now you know to plant your feet a little sturdier. You need to move a certain way. Or the sun is on the other side, which will make you forget about your storm that you just came through. I want to share that because I believe that somebody needed to hear that as well as I needed to say that. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm walking in my truth. I'm very transparent. And I wanted to share that with you guys tonight. Okay. So sometimes people are jealous and they'll work to destroy your vision. They'll sabotage you. Some people will sabotage you. You have to be very careful. And it ain't nothing like watching somebody sabotage you. And let me tell you what I've learned since I've switched gears in my career pathway. I work with people individually because I'm a work for hire person, right? So I might do personal assistant work for artists or businesses. I host events. I do all kind of different things now, right? I'm starting to get back into the films and production. I've been praying on that. Again, I'm moving in silence. All right? I'm moving in silence. And so I watch people, and sometimes I look at it like we need some undercover bosses, spirited type of people to really step inside their own brand. Because if you lack in business and you like everything was good and then all of a sudden blah blah blah, then you need to infiltrate your own business and see how the people that you hired are representing you. Because it's all good when you're in their face and you're the boss. They're gonna do, yeah, oh yeah, that sounds great, yeah, everything's yeah. Soon as you walk away and you go away, you leave it in their hands because they in charge, right? They got the spirit. I'm in charge. Talking to people any kind of way, because customer service, I'm big on that. Let me be clear. I'm so big on that. I love people that know how to provide customer service, okay? Because I provide good customer service, right? I make sure you happy, you getting what you need, what you want, and sometimes I go over and beyond, especially when you're deserving of it. So I don't like when I see people bringing people businesses down, earning that business a reputation that ain't really earned by the owner or the company, but by this one or two or three or four individuals, because you've entrusted them with your baby. So some of y'all need to go into undercover boss mode and see how people are representing your brand. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. Would you say, you can't put bullies in leadership positions? Boom. Okay, Jervis, that's a word for somebody. I'm going to read that, y'all. Jervis said, you can't put bullies in leadership possibility positions and spots govern over other people. You certainly can. Okay, I've worked with bully-spirited people, and I'd be like, where they do that at? Because what we not going to do is, I got to get off this team or move on because that's not going to work for me. I came to do a job and I'm going to do my job. And what I can't stand to is when I'm doing my job and a slacker or slackers, they don't want to do their job or they looking to see because I'm a workhorse. And I said this, I'm going to stop working extra hard and do what I'm doing. If I knock my stuff out and I'm done, don't be looking at me because you over there on your phone, you eating, you took a phone call, you ran an extra errand, you ain't even showed up, you had to go pay a bill, you had to do all these things, but you are on the clock, or you're expected to represent that company or that brand. And when they looking for you, or staff is looking for you, or vendors are looking for you, or other team members are looking for you because you're the team leader or whatever that looks like, it's not a good look for hip hop. Note to somebody. Okay, the other part, you don't need anyone polluting the dreams that God got for you. Boom. Protecting your dreams. You can share your ambitions and dreams, but you have to be careful in the circle in which you share them. Let me say that again. You can share your goals and your dreams and your ambitions, but you must be careful in the circles in which you choose to share them. That goes back to protecting your dreams, right? And also protecting your privacy, because everybody is not excited about what you're getting ready to do. Everybody's not excited about the blessings that God has sprinkled into your life. Everybody's not excited about the calling that's on your name. That's why you gotta be careful. That old school saying, be careful how you put your mouth on somebody. It's so true. It's so true. But you know what? I'm not here to tell anybody and bully anybody into anything. Truth speaks where actions don't. Okay. All right. So let's go here. Why should you protect your vision? Because some people have limited liability. My pastor told me this. Your capacity may not be the same capacity as the next man, woman, boy, or girl. You got to extend grace and mercy to people. often more than not, because they're not where you are. That don't mean they beneath you. Let's be clear. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I might be here now because I've grown there. I've learned and I've moved ahead. You could be just starting. You may not know what I know. That don't mean I'm better than you. That don't mean I know more than you. I'm just a little bit more advanced. You're going to learn if you focus and you proceed with positivity and put it in your spirit that I got this, and surround yourself around people that say, yo, what do you need help with? I love a person that say, how can I help you? What can I do to help you get a little bit further ahead than where you are without me falling off where I need to go? Let's be clear. Some of us need to learn to cliffhang people. I'm guilty of it. I'm working on that. I got to cut some folks off too. And it doesn't mean I don't like them. It doesn't mean that I don't respect them. It doesn't mean that I don't care for them. Hell, it don't even mean I don't love them. It means I like, respect, and care for myself so much so that I'm going to move straight ahead. I'm going to move straight ahead and carry out the mission and the vision that's just for me. And along that journey, while I'm doing that, I should be able to assist other people because that's what I like to do. Okay, so now number 3, find your tribe, boo-boo. Find your tribe. Moving in silence doesn't mean that you have to do things alone. Be your only encourager, reject constructive criticism, or cut everyone off, or fear everyone is out to get you. It means you should do things with a small circle. I said that a few minutes ago. You got to know the circle in which you're sharing your stuff. Everybody not happy for you, sister, brother. Everybody's not. They can laugh in your face. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so, and then boom. You ain't see it coming. And then you sit there and you look at people and say, well, if you're saying this about this person or these people and your actions is showing that, I wonder what you think and feel about me. And then you have to say to yourself, I'm going to need to go on and ghost this situation, this circumstance, this company, this group, this team, whatever that looks like. Do what's best for you. If you're not growing with the organization, a company, or somebody, or a partner, what are you doing? You're being stagnant. They being stagnant, so now you being stagnant. They taking a hard pause in life, so now you got to say, well, I guess we're going to stop moving. I'm going to sit and just wait until they're ready to move. And hopefully when they're ready to move, I'll still have some energy in me. No, that's not what you do. While they taking a hard pause in life, you keep it moving. You keep it moving. That's your right. Keep it moving, right? So while you're finding your tribe, the fun fact about that is that it's a vital team that you learn to move with. It's like a pack, right? No matter what that pack look like, lion, tigers, and bears, oh my, or whatever, okay. On a serious note, people that have like-minded spirits. Jervis said something about that earlier, surrounding yourself with like-minded spirits. So true. I'm going to pause there. I want to read something. Jervis said, I'm learning to celebrate me because I am loud celebrating other folks. I felt guilty celebrating my accomplishments. Now I realize I work my ass off to get my wins. Wow, Jervis. Brother. You ain't said nothing more raw than that. I can really, really touch and agree with you and understand that. I don't know if Jervis is still there, but that's what Jervis had said in the thread. And I do too, celebrate people loudly. You know, even people that have done me wrong. I used to hold grudges real bad, and I pray that I don't like to, but I do. But I'm working on it, right? I'd rather just move along and not hold the grudge and let it go and say your loss, not mine. But I'm working on it. I'm a human being just like you. You cut me, I bleed just like you, red blood, boo kitty. But at the same time, I'm like, I will celebrate you loud and proud, but you can't celebrate me. It's funny, I'll share people's stuff. And we talked about this several podcasts ago. You can share people's stuff. People say, hey, could you share this to me? Blah, blah, blah. And you like, oh, yeah, for sure. You ask them or whatever, it's ghosts. It's tumbleweeds in the ground, right? You don't see them sharing nothing unless it's got something to do with them. And you be thinking like, wow. But they'll share other people's stuff. And you thinking like, what is it about me that doesn't allow you to share my glow up or my wins, as Jervis has said? When somebody's winning, aren't we supposed to root them on when a winning team is winning? And even when they're not winning and they falling behind, you root them on because they need that motivation. They need your encouragement. We all need some motivation. We all need some encouragement. There's nothing wrong with that. Inspiring and encouraging, empowering. I love to empower people. I love to be empowered. I thank God for every man, woman, boy, and girl who have decided to empower me, who saw something in me when I didn't see it in myself, and said, I'm going to take a chance because I see it, even when I couldn't see it. I thank God for every man, woman, and boy who done that in my life thus far, and all the men, women, boy, and girls that stand ahead down this life journey awaiting to meet me and me meet them. Okay, mind your business. Number 4, do you have energy to chase your dreams? You should. If you don't, I need you to get your spinach like Popeye the Sailor Man and go on to power up. Love yourself well enough to enjoy the things that make you strong, okay? Have a spiritual talk with yourself, right? Sometimes you got to have a self-check, boo-boo. You got to check yourself hard, right? You know how somebody be like, I know they ain't sending for me. Did I send for you? Did you come in for me? Come for yourself sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Sometimes you got to check yourself real hard, because if people feel like I can't say nothing to them because they're going to be thinking this and they're going to feel this kind of way and we going to be, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You heard that growing up. I could be dating myself with that saying, but it's true. If you don't check yourself to get yourself in alignment, you're going to wreck yourself, right? You know, if you've been drinking and had a couple of libations and you feeling good and you got those keys, you know if you should drive or you shouldn't. You already know. Back in my younger days when I drank and I had a couple of libations and I'm feeling real good, I would toss them keys to my sister or one of my friends who was sober. Like, yo, here you go. I didn't had too many. I'm good. Yeah. Or I jump in the car with them and leave my car because I'm just not wanting to do that. I don't want to risk it all. You understand? And with our goals, our visions, and our dreams, some of us risk it all on people like roulette, and they're not even worth it. Okay. What is your main focus? Is it your friends that are distracting you because you're busy with what they're doing, their goals, their dreams, their visions? Are you overly involved in someone else's life emotions, their goals, their dreams? Because a lot of us, we supporting, working with other people to build their thing, quietly, silently, working on ours. But what I realized, and I can't wait to interview this one young lady who was just doing amazing things, traveling the world, humbled and all to get out. But I'm like, she had a whole lot of no's, and it took one yes to change her life. And she took that one yes, and she's flipping that one yes into many yeses, and she's creating yeses for other people. She's creating yeses for other people who had numerous no's as well. I salute folks like that, right? So you got to not allow yourself to get caught up in other people's stuff, and you hold yourself back instead of bringing yourself along while you're helping other people. That don't mean that you neglecting them. That means you're empowering yourself to sharpen your iron with them, but also figure out what it is you need to do, want to do, and should be doing. Okay. Do you try to make others better? Yeah, we do. A lot of us that are givers, we do. We want to make everybody else happy, do what's best for everybody else. We neglect ourselves and we say, I'll tend to that later. What if later don't come? What if you fall down off the ladder of opportunity because you was trying to help somebody else with theirs? And then let me tell you what has happened to me. People have had the opportunity, as we would say, put me on, right? Years ago. And I'm like, oh, this is my big break. This is going to be it. This is going to be the opportunity. Yeah. And then they be like, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got somebody. And you think like, okay, this is going to be my moment. I want to nominate Lightbulb. It's like, what? But I come to realize like, oh, I'm okay and I'm great. I'm all that when I'm right there doing what you need me to do for you. But when you get the opportunity, sometimes it has happened. I know I'm not the only one that story belongs to put others on and promote them and push them out there to just do great things. You tend to say, it's almost like in The Color Purple, that scene when Oprah was promised she can go home and visit her family for the holiday. And the lady took her home, and then her car wouldn't, she was scared of the black men driving her or whatever. And I'm ready to go home. Oh, well, I just got here. Well, my sister can take you. No. Or my brother could take you. Or they could ride together. I don't know them. I don't want them. I want you. And it was like, wow. So forget me moving ahead and growing. It's all about you. And that's what some people do to us. And sometimes we don't see it until it's too late, or sometimes we don't see it because we in denial. We love on people and we believe in people so much that we can't possibly believe they would play us like that. But let me be clear. Yes, they will. And yes, they do. Okay. And so do you push past your emotions to make others comfortable? I'm sure I'm not the only one that's done that in my life. If you haven't, that's neither here nor there. But we have to learn as we're pushing past to make everybody else comfortable. Don't forget to make yourself comfortable, right? And then are you trying to earn approval or applause? You don't need approval or applause from nobody except yourself. When you get that win, Jerv said it earlier, celebrate every win. Small, medium, huge. Every win is a win no matter how it looks. Celebrate all of your accolades. Treat yourself to a celebratory dinner or a celebratory outing, whatever that looks like. Create a little gathering. I want to, have a gathering. I got a promotion. Now we sometimes wait. Well, I know my people, my team gonna celebrate me. We gonna do, and then they don't, and you feeling some kind of way. Why you don't create that? Hey, I'm having a celebratory promotional little gathering to celebrate, moving up, promotion or growing or whatever, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. And invite your people. Now somebody gonna say, "Oh, they feeling themselves. She didn't create it, or he ain't created this whole thing." Like, who told them? They think they shit don't stink. No, sir, ma'am, boy, girl. How about they proud and they celebrate themselves because you ain't even thinking about doing it? Did you even tell somebody congratulations when you saw them get a promotion? You heard about them getting a promotion, right? No matter what we're going through, you can take a moment to say congratulations. If nothing else. You can have all hell breaking loose in your life. And you can say, hey, congratulations. I heard blah, blah, blah. Good luck or good looking out. That's what's up. You deserve that. We all want to hear it. I don't know why we all don't want to say it. So my last one, making a mess, is the glow up silently. When you're moving in silence, it's also an opportunity to upgrade yourself behind the scenes. I love working behind the scenes in production, right? I love doing stage management, production management, all that great stuff. But I love being on front of the stage. I love being in front of the camera as well as I love being behind it, okay? I love doing voiceovers, all that stuff. Y'all see me here and I do my thing, but I also love to do stuff I don't know if this is a term. It's probably not, but I'm going to make it up anyway. You know how people say, I ghost write for people. I ghost voice things for people. Is that a saying? Ghost voice. I ghost voice things for people sometimes. And I learned along this journey, I should have had a publishing company because when people projects out here in the world, some of y'all wouldn't believe some of the stuff I'm on. Like, that was you. Like, yeah, and it's like, I'm not getting any residuals for it. So I'm working on that too. Like, I could be getting a little royalty check like some people just because I loan my voice to do something. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know they didn't put me up on that, but I learned and then I didn't do. And it's nobody's fault but mine at that point. Once you know, then you can't be ignorant anymore because you know better. Okay. And so fun fact, when you're moving in silence is also the time the world will say, wow, by your actions. And let me leave you with these couple of things, if I may, if you don't mind. This one, believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. People ain't gonna always believe in you, but you need to learn to believe in yourself. This one, if you must make a noise, make it quietly. That means moving in silence. Okay? Think about it. When you sneaking in the house, you don't want to get beat down. You sliding through the house, you got on your socks, you took off your shoes, like, ooh, I'm gonna slide through. Right? You eat quiet. Right? Some people ain't know you could be on the phone eating quietly because you ain't gotta do all that. You quietly eat. You're moving in silence. You're doing whatever you need to do in silence. People don't need to always know your moves. Now on social media, people are like, why you always do? Or people always put it. I love to empower, encourage, and motivate people. A lot of people, believe it or not, get motivated by some of the things I do. And so when I realize they do, I love to put it out there because if that encourages you or motivates you or inspires you, and that's what's going to help get you going, let's go. My goodness, let's go. And so my last one is this one. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Lil Wayne. I love that. Like, when I heard that line, I was like, oh, Cody pointed it out to me. Then my husband, Swifty, pointed it out to me. And I thought to myself, that's real talk. That's real talk. Real talk. So on that note, that's all I have to offer y'all about moving in silence. Move quietly and let your actions speak louder than the words that you do not need to be saying. Because everybody ain't happy about what you're doing. And they could care less, right? On another note, tomorrow on Wind Down Wednesday, I'm super excited. You got to log on to anchor.fm/TT from the D, or go to Spotify or one of my other several platforms and check out my guest for tomorrow night. Oh my God, I'm super excited. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he is a platinum type of person that has worked with amazing people like Gerald Levert, Mary J. Blige, Beth, Dodie Alexander, Busta Rhymes, Tank, Next, Silk, Queen Latifah. Should I keep going? Amazing, humble person. I had the opportunity of interviewing for Wind Down Wednesday tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. You got to tune in at 8 o'clock. It's going hot at 8 o'clock. So you go to www.anchor.fm/TT from the D. You could also go right to my website, www.ttfromthed.com. Check me out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, one of the other platforms. But it's a show you don't want to miss tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. And like I said, keep moving in silence. Keep being great. Don't worry about what people saying and ain't saying, because everybody got something to say, whether it's good or not good, whether it's your truth or not your truth. They're going to say something anyway. And on that note, as I close out, if I can, I think I'm going to play this because I'm feeling some kind of way. Long story longer, featuring my husband, MRK, my guy from Looney's, Razzcast as well. And so I'm super excited, but I want to play this on my way out. Why? Because I can do that. Ooh. I'll see you soon.
I don't like people like you. You know it's coming. I don't like people like you. Wait on it. I don't like people like you.
I ain't gotta bite my tongue, and I'm not gonna run from a nigga, I'ma stay there. Fuck all that he say, she say. If I gotta tell you niggas off, I'ma say it. I ain't got time for the nonsense. I'ma fuck around and leave a palm print. Fuck a truce, I got the juice, and I tell your mama that she ain't shit. Use a hoe, delusion, no. You don't wanna make no dough, gotta go to another nigga's home just to get put on. Wasting the dope with your face in the coat. Sick lyricist, you would never see me grow. I ain't no joke, and it's no antidote. I'm rolling with a 44 mag, wanna put it in your throat? You gon' wanna pray to the Pope.
What you looking behind for? Is you stupid and blind whore? Pointing directly at you and your kind. Stop killing my vibe, whore. I don't like lame niggas. Only time he got hard when there's gang with him. Till I pulling up and a thing hit him. So you leave the same way if you came with him. I don't like thirsty hoes. Kool-Aid packs, no water. You a bitch ass nigga, a bitch ass son, and a bitch ass father. Probably have a bitch ass daughter. 18 on the track, doing everything you taught her. Lambs to the slaughter, never get a dollar. Sucked and she swallowed it, a block and unfollow.
I don't like people like you. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't like people like you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bitch, I'm talking about you.
I don't like the way you looking at me like a bad bitch that ain't never happy. Entitled as entitled, give me room backspace. Entitled text, play text. How the rim cycle knew it was a rather nigga being Michael. My quotes rival, that's a sign of Simon. Cross the idols. Ay, I do not care if you don't like women, but your rap like your drawers ain't got big holes in them. Lights off, no signs of movement. Sleep. I'm 6 feet tall, but underground deep. Following with some shit that they heard. Sheep. Every time I listen to that weak, baby shake your ass to the right. East, I'm a motherfucking beast. Sheesh.
Like you.
I'm a boss, you a goofy. Screaming for friends, hit him with a little Uzi. Still chopping on the beat like Bruce Lee. Tell him put the pussy on the gram like Boosie. Clutch shot like 2-3. Put them in the grave, shit getting real spooky. Little niggas throw things like Pookie. Don't know the game, tryna bang like two. You niggas bitches, you worked in that hoe. You niggas snitches, you work for the folk. I hit the block with the perp and the dro. I put your bitch in the skirt and she hold. Whoa, slow down, turbo. Gotta keep square niggas at the circle. AK got a nose like snorkel. Keep 2 straps on the nigga like Urkel. Zilla.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't like people like you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bitch, I'm talking about you. Pull up if you don't like it, bitch. Pull up if you don't like it, bitch.